Okay. So, did everyone have access to GitHub?
Yes.
How many of you are still facing issues? Please raise the hand, or you can just say, you can just text in the chat. Okay, that's great. Great, great. How many members do we have now? 28 only. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's start. We cannot have any more time. Can you please pull me? Okay. Can you please pull me? Chandrika. Okay. Yep. Okay. So just a second. Don't delay, guys, because this is very short training program. If you want to delay this, then it will be a problem for everyone. Okay, let's close it. We cannot take any more time. Okay, so let's go with who's BV Anar? 3. What's your name?
Bhagishri.
Bhageshri. Can you please share your screen, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So let me check if I have any new pull requests. Go to GitHub web browser,
Okay.
GitHub, and see if there are any
Yeah.
pull requests that I need to manage.
Mm,
Yeah, go to Vajrang slash. No, those are not the pull requests that you will see. So if someone clones your repo, then you can see from there. You can go to Vajrang and
okay.
then RP developer in 30 days.
Sure.
So any 16, go to the top ones. Go to the top. Go to the top. So if
Yeah.
you see here, there are 14 pull requests that are available. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. 14. Yeah.
Open that. So this is how I will get a pull request that I need to approve. So what I can do, I have changes that I can approve. Just a second, I'm just approving. Question merge. Okay, Vineet, your changes are approved. Guys, just check in your emails. Your changes are getting reflected, or you will get emails. Question merge.
Okay.
Vamsh.
So, okay, when you upload, we'll get the email.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Purnima approved. So what I'm actually doing is right now you just added some folder and then updated some data. Other than that, you haven't done anything. So I'm just checking with what the changes that you are making, and if you open any one, create a new folder with name Tej. Open that one. So what are the things that we have? One branch waiting for approval, scroll down. So there are no conflicts. If you can see, if there is a green
Yeah.
line, then it means that it's not conflicting with any others code. So I can just approve it. So that is merged. Can you see that that's merged now? On the
Yeah,
top,
merged.
the code is
Yes,
changed
yes.
from new request
From
to merged.
yes.
Hemant Nayak approved. Briu approved. Sai approved. Okay, valid. So nice work, guys. I hope you are able to understand how to make a pull request. Most of you might have known this already, but let's see today on how to complete a project while others are working. And let's also work on the testing part.
Hi, Vajra.
Yep, tell me please.
Just a small question,
Mm.
Vineet here. So last I tried, I also asked you, like I tried using Git Bash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like
It's asking
in real
username and
time,
password every time.
yeah, yeah, but in real time it does not ask. Like why it is asking every time
So the
whenever
no no
requesting
the
code.
thing with GitHub and Git Bash is see in Git Bash that's a command line.
Okay,
Okay, so every time you make a commit and make a push
yeah,
to the orchestrator, that's when it will make an API request.
okay,
Okay, but the credentials should be stored in local machine in the environment variables or somewhere. So by default, GitHub desktop will have that option for you.
okay,
Okay, but Git Bash there is a different functionality or it might work on a different level.
okay.
Just check with that. But other than that,
Yes.
remaining things are available and you can work. Okay, can we just refresh the page so that we can see all the things closed? Yeah, there are minor changes by Karthik, but we will not be able to approve. Let's click on minor changes and see what are the changes. Click on minor changes. So see, when you are writing any pull request, you need to clearly mention what is the changes that you are what are the changes that you made. If you are not doing that, then we will not be able to see and understand what are the changes. Can you scroll down please? See, there is a conflict, and as a owner, I will be able to see the conflict, and someone who raised the conflict will be able to see what are the conflicts. Okay, others will not
Yeah.
be able to see it. Hello?
Hello.
Yep. Fine. I think Bhagya, we are good with this. You can close. So,
Okay.
uh, Brio, can you please unmute? We need your expertise now. Bria, are you there? Okay. So, how many of you have more than 10 years of experience? Just please. And with testing knowledge. I want people from testing.
Myself, Ambika.
Ambika, great. So, Ambika, let's complete. So, last week we have completed a project, right?
Yes, yes.
And we try to deploy it into others' machine, either in
Yeah,
activities or in some other something else.
yeah, yeah.
So let's do testing, and then you write test cases. Okay, create an Excel, write test case, and let's complete the testing. How to do testing in a regular scenario.
Okay.
Great. Can we do
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yes. Go. Go to yeah. Share your screen, please.
Yeah.
So we'll have a very important role that is the testing phase. So can you tell me what are the four types of testing that we will do, or at what levels we'll do testing?
first we will do the unit testing.
Okay, just a second. Let me
And
write it in the Teams channel, Teams notes. Can you open Teams notes as well, please?
yeah,
Teams notes so that others can see. Yeah, go to the end. So others, you can also open Teams. I'm just writing or updating in the Teams channel. Okay. So today is 15th of February. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. 14th February. I didn't celebrate, but some of you might have celebrated. So, yep. So what exactly are we doing is testing for RPA projects. So there will be four multiple testings. So Ambika, what are the testings? So you are the
unit
lead now for the complete team. Please go ahead and take it up. So
unit
what?
test.
Yeah, unit testing. So at what phase unit testing will be done?
Whenever the development is happening, that time itself, whenever a single phase is completed, like add functionality is completed, we just do whether the add functionality is working fine for the different types of input.
So
So that is one unit. So
okay.
different
So who
units
will be
will add
doing this?
developer.
Developer will do unit testing. Okay, next one, please.
Integration testing.
Okay. Okay. Which phase will it be happening?
That is when you have completed more than one units, and then you integrate both of them, and as a whole system, whether it is working fine or not, you'll check.
Okay. Is it still with the developer?
Yes, developer as well as testers also can do.
But most probably should be a developer because
Yeah.
developer know how to do
Started.
testing.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
System testing.
Great. So what is system testing?
System testing is as a whole system, whatever is the expected outcome, is it giving that whatever functionality I work on, whatever functionality I give
Okay.
on a random basis, it should work fine as a whole system. It should give us a output. So we don't know what is the code, what is happening inside, we don't know. But as a
Okay.
whole system, it should work fine with
Okay.
whatever input to take
Uh,
or what.
okay. So can we do this in the testing phase?
Yes,
And who will be doing this?
tester.
Tester will be doing this. Okay. Fourth one. Last one.
Regression testing or UAT.
Okay.
UAT is the phase where users will use the system, who is the customers or so, and they will use the production data or production environment or pre-pod. So, and then they will test the whole system on that environment or for that data.
Okay. So this is again done in testing phase,
Yes.
and this is again developer done by tester, right?
Yes.
So each concept we will try to understand what is what, and we will try to see how things are working. Okay. So unit testing. How, for example, if I write a plus b equal to c, or I can just write. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so here this will be done. So what exactly will be done? So let's write some test cases. Okay.
Okay.
So can you write some test cases for us? I think you can write some test cases better than me. So let's write some test cases from you and explain how test cases are being written. For that, how will you do the testing? If let's say that calculator, see, we are not moving away from the calculator use case. Don't think that
Yeah.
we will do only this for the complete month. We will be closing it soon, but try to understand, because that is the basic level that I'm trying to help you out, and then you will be given up complete work. Okay, so for testing use case, let's assume that we don't even have A calculator, or if we have a calculator, then how will you do testing as a developer?
For unit testing, if you don't have a like calculator, how will you do the
No,
testing?
no. Just assume that there is the same. You need to add two numbers. You need to click on two buttons and then done.
Uh, Yeah.
Okay. So how to do? How to write steps for testing?
For addition, you will we have to first validate as soon as the addition functionality is developed. We have to validate the addition. So for
Yeah.
addition, you just need to verify when valid two numbers are given.
Okay. So do negative testing, positive testing, and false positives and true negatives as well.
Second, here, some slides.
Your voice is breaking, Amika.
1 second, 1 second.
Amika, are you there?
Yeah, are you able to?
Yeah, yeah, we are able to. Please update.
Hello. Uh, are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, we are able to.
Hello.
We are able to hear you, Amika.
Yeah. Okay. There was a flight noise here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teams. Yeah. We have to verify whether the two numbers are working fine.
Yes.
Addition is happening and we are getting the output as 7.
Okay. So here we need to pass in two valid inputs and then we need to check
Yeah,
if
yeah,
the output is
yes.
7 or not.
We normally don't do the negative testing here.
Okay.
It's only the positive, whether it is working fine or not.
Mm.
So in the system phase, we do the negative testing.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So what about
So
the
this is
integration
one.
testing?
So this is when you have uh, both addition also is working fine and subtraction also. Next, uh, give if you give as an input,
Hmm.
so like 4 minus 2, then it should work fine both.
Yeah, go ahead and write some test case, please.
Here, uh, uh, addition of 2 plus 3 and both has to give the output.
Okay, so let's assume that division is also available, and for 0 divided by some value, what should be the result? So add that testing as well. Okay. Okay, so you are expecting 0 as the output. Okay,
Yes.
great. So what about system testing?
So this is both negative, positive border cases.
Yeah.
And as a whole system, how is it working fine? Even if you don't do the addition, if you just enter the number, what
Hmm.
it is showing.
Exactly. So one more thing
So you
is
should
system
have the
testing
exception
should be
handling.
done on a different machine. It should not be done on the
Yes,
same machine where
yes,
developer created it.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So if I
Should be
have
in UA
created it,
system.
last week I have shared my code with someone, and they were able
Mm-hmm.
to work on the same improvement,
Code.
like whatever the code, and they were able to get the results. So all they need is to check whether that particular output is getting properly available or not. Other than that, they are not worried about the functionality. So that is system testing.
Yes,
Am I right?
yes, yes, yes,
So on the other system, we are testing our code. Yeah, please write some
yes.
test cases for this one as well.
So like max number of
Yeah.
input can be entered,
Mm-hmm.
and both positive and negative, both cases only.
Yeah.
like 3 plus 7 and 4 plus 3 plus 5. So,
Mm.
and 3 plus minus 7. So, if I give two uh, operands, then what should I give? Get the output.
Okay,
So,
so as a developer, you need to be aware of what you are giving as an input. You need to give
yes,
inputs to a tester of what she need to add, because tester can add anything. She can add a
mm,
plus b plus c plus d plus z.
yeah.
But
And
if
even
you
if there is
say,
something invalid input, you should
yeah,
give as an error or something that this is invalid
yeah, but if you
if you are
say
not
that
able to.
there should be a first input should be number, second input should be
Mm,
operand, and the third input should
mm,
be only a number. Okay, then how she will do testing is, she will also give numbers in operand, and she will test what is
yes,
it doing. Okay,
yes, yes.
so
Yeah.
did you understand that, Ambika? Like, instead of 3 plus 7, you can just write in the Excel 337, and you can just try what is the output.
3 plus 3 plus 7.
Yeah, instead of operand, in the place of operand in Excel, you give a number. Okay, open Excel, please. Let's write some test data as well. Not here in the in the Teams channel. If you open Teams channel, that's where you need to write. Do one thing. Click on the three dots on the top right, next to close.
This one next to close.
Give me the access, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you go. So open in browser. It will open in the browser tab.
Okay.
Okay, you can just log in with your ID, please. Log in, Gmail ID. Yeah. Okay, so you can continue from here and also open Excel in the Teams channel now. Create a new test data sheet. Or else, what you can do is, do you have GitHub access now? Are you
Yes,
ready with
yes,
GitHub?
yes,
Do one thing. Then go to your local machine, local, and then
yes.
go to GitHub desktop.
GitHub desktop.
Yeah. Okay. Show in Explorer. On the right side there is Show in Explorer, right? That will give you right side. Show in Explorer, that will open all the folders and files for you. Below Notepad plus plus, Show in Explorer. Let me do it. So here is the Show in Explorer.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Just click on that. So this will give you all the folders. Now you
Yeah.
have created your own folder, right?
Yes, yes. This is mine.
Open that. Now just add an Excel file over here and then give out inputs, all the test data. Excellent. Being a true tester brings in great advantage. Okay, so now let's assume Aswita. Aswita is the developer, and Aswita tells you that you need to add two numbers, number one and operand number two. Number one, operand number two. Please add the numbers, the headings at least. Number, no, not serial number,
Okay.
not,
Uh,
yeah, just
you
number,
want
number one, operand, and then this number two. and at
Yes.
the end expected output and actual output. I'm bad at writing test cases, but you tell me is it correct or not, okay?
Yeah.
So,
What is the environment we are using and like test data or something we use? But yeah, this is fine.
okay. So on number one, you can write one, two, three, four. No, every column, every one, two, three, four. So this is the thing. Okay. So operand plus back, please. Plus minus multiplication and into and divided by. Yeah. And add numbers.
Want me to give the letters also?
No, no. Let's work on positive test cases.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now, tell me one thing, everyone. How did, how can Ambika as a tester know that this is the only data that she need to provide? Can anyone tell me? Any other testers in the team?
We will know as we go through the
No, Ambika,
requirements.
Ambika, Ambika. Wait. Others need to
Okay.
know.
Yeah. Okay.
Satish, Vamshi.
Maybe we can give the requirements in the form of a Excel or documents.
Okay. So maybe in the form of, in the sense, who is giving it? That's the question.
Developer?
Exactly. So developer should give inputs to a tester, like what she need to test or what he or she need to test, what a tester need to do exactly, or else how they can test the code without any information. So they need to be given with process definition document PDD, along with what kind of inputs can it accept. Now, Aswita, can you please unmute?
Yeah, Vajra.
Ashwita, tell me one thing. Now, let's assume that you have developed this code. Now, your code is adding 1 plus 4. But what exactly is your input? Can I add multiple digits as well in a single number, and can I expect the output? Is it working or not?
Yeah, the output should be correct in this case.
It will work. Is it what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yes.
Okay. Aswita, think again. Okay, in normal calculator, how many of you have created that calculator use case with some Excel input and then some output that you have received? Guys, if none of you are creating, you're doing a big mistake. Do understand that until you practice. See, I'm not sure how many of you are taking it up seriously. I hope everyone are taking it up seriously. I cannot handhold 50 members at a time. Okay. You need to sit, you need to work, you need to come back with the issues. Okay. Anyhow, let's move. Okay. Now this is add number. So what if this is not a custom activity where we are adding it? If we need to click on buttons in calculator, can you go to snippets, please? Ambika, go to UiPath.
Hmm?
Okay, on the left side there are snippets at the bottom next to projects. Left bottom.
Yes.
Click on that. Calculator automation. Click on that. Okay, so this is getting some input, taking some input. But
Yeah.
let's assume that this is the code that you need to test.
Okay.
Can you run the code, please?
Oh, should have done this.
Yeah, I think you need to stop and you need to run only the file, debug file. No,
Run
no,
file.
debug file on the top. Yeah, click on the play button. That's it. On the top play button, yeah, that's what the debug file is.
That's what I did actually. Main is
So if you click on debug, then it will start from
wait,
main. If you click on run, then it will start from main. If you click on debug file, it will
then
take the
only this
file
file.
that is available.
Okay, okay.
So what exactly it's doing? It's doing 4 plus 5 and it's getting
4
some
plus 5
value
equal to 9.
and it's
Yes,
getting some output.
yes.
Okay. So let's assume that this is the code that we have developed. Click on OK. Now let's write some test cases. Okay. So what we can do is go to Excel. Yeah. So what is the expected output for 1 plus 4?
5,
Write it. 2 minus 1,
1.
1. 3 into 8, 24. Okay. 4 by 2, 2. Now what if there are 2 digits in the first number and 3 digits in the second number? So is this the negative test case?
Yes.
So will there be any button with in the calculator with input as 30
3
No,
0.
or 200?
Okay.
no.
No, right? So how? So what is this test case now? Now Aswita, sorry, Ambika, is it
Hmm.
negative test case? So should the bot fail or what exactly should happen?
Should throw an exception.
Exactly. So Ambika, what is the test? What is the output that? What is the testing input that you are giving over here?
But depending on the number, we can click 2 times, right? 3 and 0.
But that's not there in the functionality.
Functionality. Okay, okay,
How can you test something when that's not there in the functionality?
okay, okay.
Okay. Then add more test data. Let's sit and work on what exactly and how exactly are we writing the test data. See, we are writing some input and out of that input there should be some testing to be done. Either it can
Hmm.
be positive or negative, whatever it is.
Okay, okay.
But we need to do the testing. There is no other way.
Yes.
Because it's easy to fix the bugs in the development phase and
Testing
testing
phase.
phase
Yeah.
than in the production phase.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So now let's also do something like this. Let's add number A. So click on A in the first number and 3 in operand and B in number 2.
Okay, 1 second. Actually, my Excel is not responding. Yeah.
Yeah.
A.
A 3 in operand B. So what this should throw?
Exception.
Exactly.
Invalid
Add it.
input.
Add it please.
Throw swing.
So we are saying that robot should not accept this input. But the code is the code already written or not is what we need to validate.
Okay, okay.
Because if it is throwing any system exception, that button is not available, then it's a invalid code, right? He is not checking what are the inputs. He's just trying to click
Mm-hmm.
on something.
Yes.
I mean, is everyone able to understand the point that we are talking over here? So 30 button 30 button is not available in our calculator, but if we have that input, is it throwing a system exception or user handled it or developer handled this type of exception? Is he handling that only one digit should be given as an input? Okay, so Ambika, expected input is custom error, but right now we will have failures for this. Custom error, like invalid input. So that is the actual expected result. Because we
Okay.
need to test for the inputs, right? How can someone just add them some two values and just give out some code?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not correct. Okay, now let's keep all these things and save it. Okay, let's go to GitHub and then commit the code, please.
GitHub.
GitHub desktop. Can you see that there is a change
Yes.
in the calculator? Now you
Yeah.
are making commit in your local and then pushing it to your repo, then asking me to approve. Okay, in the no, there you cannot add. That's not the mandatory field. On the top, that there you can add.
This one has already created test data.
Okay, yeah, you have added test data. That's fine. Okay, then you can go ahead. Yeah,
Commit.
yes. So that's already open.
Permission
Just close
removed.
it and then just try again. Push it again. Commit to main.
Yeah,
So what
done.
exactly Ambika is
Push
trying to
commit
do is,
stored.
as a project manager, I need to approve that this is the test data that we are working on. Is this correct or not? Or do I need to add any more test data in this? Is it right, Ambika?
Yes.
Okay, now Ambika might have also missed some cases where I can find out
Yes, yes.
as a
Reveal.
solution architect. Okay, so that's what we need to test. Okay, push it to origin and make a pull request.
Here I have to make a pull request.
Exactly. So Ambika, I have picked you because you were able to understand testing easily and you can get it faster rather than others.
New
So
pull request.
not like this. Okay, go to
Okay.
Vajrang folder. Vajrang. Okay, yeah, you can just create a pull request. No, just create a pull request. New pull request. Yeah, see it if it is comparing which base. So base repository is mine, and
Okay.
the head repository is yours. So you are adding
Yeah.
changes from your code to my code.
Fine. Yes.
Okay. Now see the changes. Create a folder. Now earlier you haven't committed that. Now you have that commit as well as the test data calculator.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So both changes you are merging and pushing. Create a pull request now. Let me accept it. Okay, so that branch has no issues. So what I'll do is I will quickly check from my end and I will squash and merge.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just write at the rate Ambika Selenium, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have added my data. Ambika, you should get a email. Can you please check? Or
Okay.
else you can see over here as well. You can see in the log as well. Good with the test data, please proceed.
Yes.
So from my end, I have approved
Okay.
that okay, the test data is correct. Please go ahead and complete the testing process.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now let's go back to our UI path and then let's start with testing. Can you see if there are any in arguments? Arguments, go to in arguments.
In UiPath.
Yeah, for the calculator. Arguments, click on arguments, please. Okay, so we will do a bit of testing over here along with adding some add values. So can you just copy it or can you just add these values? Click on file, save. Click on save as, file, save as, save as. Yeah, calculator automation. Okay, this is not the place. Go to GitHub and then save it. GitHub your folder path and then save it.
Okay.
Not here. Let me take it. See what exactly telling is okay. Now we have a calculator. We just need to test it, right? So that's a
Yes.
read-only file. You will not be able to
Yeah.
make any changes for it. So in GitHub, sorry, in this file. Okay. Now let's go save. Click on save.
That's what I did actually. Save
Save
as.
as. Okay. Change the folder path to your GitHub.
Folder. Okay.
Yes. So Ambika folder is
How to
there,
get
right?
the folder path?
Yeah. Go to the Ambika folder in the Explorer. Yeah. Open that.
Okay.
Ambika.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can just add Excel or yeah. This should work.
Okay.
Okay. So what she exactly does is see if there is a code that should not be changing while testing. Okay, she
Yeah.
cannot test a dynamic code. So the code should be fixed. So whatever
Yes.
code she has, she actually pulled it up into her local machine and now she is testing. So what if there is a dynamic code? See, in this folder, multiple people can access it. So I asked Ambika to test for changes. Now when she's doing that, if I'm making changes, then how can she complete the testing? Will that be possible, Ambika?
No. Uh, if there is any change from the developer when I'm testing.
Exactly. So you need to have the
No, because
changes fixed,
we yes. So
right?
he's already working on something which I am testing, then it will give me a wrong results itself.
Exactly. So that's what we are having. Okay, let's go ahead and update this one. So see, you have a new XML file here, and
Yes.
if you just open this one, oh, sorry. Okay, I'll stop my control. Please take it over. Can you stop the control if you have option? Okay, cannot do that. Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
I've
leave it.
already stopped the control.
Yeah, just press cancel over
Yeah.
here. Is it not working for you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
go
I
to
just
Explorer.
clicked on don't save, so it is just waiting
Okay, fine. Click
2 seconds.
click on Explorer and then open Ambika folder. Explorer. Yeah.
Able to do anything, just wait. Just a bit slow. It's trying to close this, so it's busy.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think we are getting delayed, Ambika. Let's wait.
Yeah.
Can someone else do the testing part, please? Marishwaran, can you do?
Actually, I need to import that calculator automation case, Vajra. I didn't import it.
Yeah, everyone has it. Just share the screen. Ambika's machine is completely locked.
Sure, Vajra.
Yeah, please do that. Please share the screen.
Okay, Vajra, like, where can I clone that code? This one, Vajra. Hello? Hello? Uh, am I audible?
Yep. Okay, Marishwaran, go to UiPath. See, that code is already available
Okay,
for everyone. If you want to test it, you can go, you can create any project, create a new process.
okay.
Create.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go to snippets, activities or snippets,
Okay.
snippets. Open calculator use case, go calculator. Yeah. So what we will do is we will just invoke the code of calculator. So click on save as, file save as.
Okay.
Okay. Save it in your project folder. So you have created a project folder just now, right? Save it in your project folder. Go go to
Okay.
UiPath, documents. No, no, open it. Go to UiPath. Give me the
Scientist.
access, please.
Yeah.
Yep. Click on documents. So here, do you have UiPath code? So where exactly is it?
Yeah, I think it's under users automation.
Okay.
Let me.
The best way is to open that from here.
Okay.
So it is, I think you have added some RPA bots DNA active loans use case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's copy this one and then cancel. Export, save as, save as, and here. So we are just changing the path. Okay. Save. Now in this particular project we have our calculator code as well as, where is this calculator use case? Okay, so this is a different path now altogether. Fine. Okay. File save as. So let's go ahead and give it out here and save calculator automation. Okay. Now in main file, let's do some testing using this code. So can I just drag and drop this to make it as an input?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see if what can we do. So how many of you know how to convert variables to arguments?
No idea.
In the variable section, if the variables are already created,
Mm-hmm.
you can go to there and right click, and there you have an option to convert it to argument.
Okay. So here you can see that there is an input, and that is with number 4. So instead of number 4, let's say number 1 and number 2, and right click, and then try to add. Okay, use a variable, or I can just add something here. So here in the import arguments, I can just give number 1, 1, number 2. So this is doing only addition for now. In underscore number 1, in underscore number 2. So these two are inputs, and these two inputs we need to send it to our calculator. And here we have, and scroll down. Yeah. So instead of having this something like here, you can just add a variable. Use a variable. Okay, let's see if we can get some variables over here. Variable name. So we have argument here. If you see, number 1, number 2. So I can just add this number 1. So this is a variable item here. Okay. So instead of 4, it will take any input that we are giving in. Okay. And here, WinApp. Again, just check with the input. So instead of number 5, what is that we need to give over here? Can anyone tell me?
Number 2 argument.
Yeah, same.
Another
Argument.
So whatever the input that we need to give. So that is number 2. Okay, and then confirm. So let's test it now. So here we have 1, and let's also add 0. And this should be an integer type. Integer, integer. Okay. So this goes to here. So now earlier it was clicking on 4 and 5. Now what it will click on? What will it click on?
1 and 2.
Exactly. Okay, let's see with the output. So it's not able to read the empty text. Now it's throwing an error. So Ambika, is it a success item or a failure case here?
It was a normal addition, right?
Yeah, correct.
For normal addition, why is it throwing an error?
It's unable to fetch this particular. There can be any exception, right? System exceptions can also happen.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we are expecting 3 should be an output, but it failed at getting the result. So that's a system exception.
Yes.
Okay, so you just need to update that. That is a system exception. Is it right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so now we are taking this input as 2 and 5. Let's add a over here, or let's do some positive test case. So 2 and 2, 2 and 6. So what should be the output, everyone?
8.
Please type in the chat. Let's see. for addition should the testing for the division is needed? uh, if the functionality is addition, and you're if you're not passing in the operand, okay, like you're not passing, we have only sent two inputs, input 1 and input 2, but we haven't sent any operand. If we are sending in operand, then we need to do operand testing as well, but for now this is good. So can we just debug and test it? 6 plus 2, yeah. So it's throwing an error again. So this is throwing an error. Will you approve this code or not, Ambika, now? So this
No.
is continuously throwing an error.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So can you write some? Can you open a ticket for Marishwaran?
Yeah. In GitHub.
Yeah. And let's see what we are writing and what we are telling.
Okay.
Is your system, is your machine working now?
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Share your
Okay.
screen. Guys,
We are
please tell
having the
me.
issues.
Let's talk with someone else. Harinath, can you please unmute and talk? Will it be possible for you?
Yes, Vajra. Hi.
Yes. So what did we try to do? What happened? And what are we trying to do now?
Yeah, we just tried to add two numbers, but the
Okay.
output it is not trying to capture.
Okay. So
And
Marishwaran as
it
a
is not,
developer said that the code is completed and you will be able to get the output.
yeah,
But every time we execute it, the bot is throwing an error.
but doing an error.
Okay. So what we need to do is what we will see now.
We need, okay.
Ambika,
Is it here in issues?
no, not like that. Go to my project
Okay.
folder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vajrang. Okay.
Issues.
Issues.
Create new issue.
That's a bug, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and create a bug.
So we have to
Can
just
can
with
you
the
add? I think
environment.
you also need to add some screenshot as well. Is it right?
Yes.
Yes, what we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you can
steps
follow the
to
basic rules that you do for writing these test cases.
this.
Add two arguments
And
in num1. In num1 add one argument. In num2 add two argument. Add an argument.
to equal to 5 steps to reproduce.
So what she is exactly telling is, oh, hey, I have followed these steps, and
To reproduce for
yeah,
developers
to
this
exactly
issue, I have
reproduce
to give them the steps to follow
exactly
so that they can reproduce and work on the issue.
correct.
So basically means tester will know how to solve the issue.
So they'll
Tester
just
need not know
inform.
anything about the solution. All he needs is he or she need to expect some output as per the requirement and get some result.
An exception at
Okay.
there was some code, right? So getting an exception at fetching the
Fetching the output.
result after addition is done.
So is that it?
And if screenshot is there, we can add the
Okay.
screenshot.
For now, you can just hold it for there and
Yeah.
submit a new issue. Okay. Please be on hold. So I am a test lead, or Marishwaran can take this.
Mhm. Have
Okay.
to assign to Marishwaran if he
So
needs to
because
take it up.
Marishwaran is the developer, so Mari, can you please share your screen now?
Yeah, sure, Roger. Yeah, is it visible?
Yeah. Go to GitHub browser.
Okay. Okay. Are you able to see GitHub?
Yeah. So can you see that I have just now written a comment at the bottom?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now Mari, what you need to do?
I should assign this issue to me.
Exactly. So now this should be assigned to, just a second. I think there should be an option for me to assign. But for now, you can just work on the code and you can update it, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's how things will work, everyone. So if there is an exception, a tester will create a test, create issues, and that issues will be assigned to developers back, and then developers will create it and then update it, update the same issue. So that's how we will track our progress.
Okay.
So when
Okay.
the issue is created, actually tester will assign to the developer with the new status, and when the developer will resolve the issue, he
And
will assign back to the tester for ready
yes,
for testing or it is done, and then assignee will be a tester after it is fixed so that
exactly.
they can
That's
retest.
correct. Okay. So is it done? Okay, for
Yeah.
today, the meeting is completed. I hope all of you were able to understand. So, this is the process we are discussing. This is not the code or how to work with the code. Just remember that, and be prepared to be in teams. We cannot have everyone working on single project. We'll have teams. So, I need some test. I need some information. What you can do is, Mari, go to our Teams channel.
Okay.
Create an Excel file, please. Go to Teams. Yep. Create an Excel file. New Excel.
Okay.
Yep. Expertise. Just write expertise data. Okay. Enter. Create. You can check with the spelling mistakes later. So everyone need to update this code so that I can assign you to the teams. Okay. Name.
Okay.
Just add columns. Name. Okay. Uh, what are you currently working on? Are you a developer, .NET developer, tester, or a business analyst? Okay, or a solution lead, whatever it is, role. Yeah, and what are you capable of? So, if you are a role, then do you have any .NET knowledge or coding or anything? So, any comments you can write, just for my reference. Okay, and then go ahead, enter name Mari. You can write your name. Everyone, please immediately edit it. Don't wait. Everyone will have access. Everyone can do it parallelly. Edit it now. Okay. So you're not helping anyone, Mari. It's your project. You're just letting me know what code that you need to write. Got it. So next one, others, please complete it. You have 2 minutes of time. and we are done up with our meeting, and I'm stopping the recording.